Well, greetings, beloved. How are you all today? Today is August the 27th, um, and as I have explained, I'm on a journey with breast cancer, and I'm taking my friends and family along with me on this journey so that they can see and get some feedback, some education, and some understanding of what women, so many millions of women, have to go through in this battle with breast cancer. And may not just be breast cancer, but all forms of cancer, because a lot of it is similar in the procedures. And so I want to educate, as much as I can. Well, today, let me be clear. The one thing that I do want everyone to do, please get your exams, because for me it's a lifesaver because they caught it early. It was just 2 centimeters, so that was really good. Even though it's invasive, it still was small, where they were able to attack it and get it under control. But for a lot of women, they don't, because most of the time there's no symptoms. You just go on and on. You may not pay any attention to the little small symptoms, if any, and next thing you know, it's grown and grown. Because I had no idea that it was even in there. Okay, so please, I encourage you to go do your self exams, but then go and have your doctor exam and get your mammograms, please, please, please. Okay, love you. So now let me tell you, today, well, as you know, the other day I had my first chemo treatments, and those 4 medications just knocked me out. It was a lot of strong medication going into my body through the IV, which is did I? Because I want you all to see this. Let me see. That's what they call the port right there. It's underneath the skin, and they do that during surgery, and they put that so whenever you go to get your transfusions, your infusions rather, they just numb this area, and they stick the needle down in there, and they hook that up to the IV part, so that they don't have to keep trying to find a vein every time, which is a good thing. So I had that done. Yesterday I slept most all day. I was really washed out and tired. And so today I had a visit with the radiologist. Well, let me tell you, everyone doesn't have to see a radiologist, but because I opted to keep my breast, I didn't want to have the total mastectomy where they completely remove it. I told him just get the lump and the surrounding areas. But now if he had to have taken it, that would have hey, what can you do? But fortunately for me, he was able to take the lump and some of the surrounding area, and it's still left a nice form. It's not like I'm so one side is so much different than the other one, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. So I don't have to get a prosthetic. But because I opted to keep the breast, the radiology is necessary. So I will go through with radiology after the chemotherapy. The chemo is going to be about 4 months, and then he's going to let me rest a month, and then I go into the radiology. And as they explain, you don't feel it, you can't smell it, you can't hear it. You may hear a little clicking. It doesn't really do anything to you, except maybe it might toughen up the skin area a little bit, because I was a little bit worried about that. Like, oh, why am I going to be all black and burn up or something? You hear the word radiation and then you think of something being fried. So, so it was a good visit. I was pleased with the visit. And then once I'm done with that, there's one drug that, because my cancer had this thing called HER2 Her is HER, the number 2, and NEU. And it's a DNA type thing that, because mine was positive, that's a issue that could be a recurrence of the cancer. And so because mine was positive, they have to give me this drug called Herceptin. And this Herceptin has to be administered once a week for a year. Wow. Can you imagine? Well, it is what it is. So even after the other chemo is done and the radiation is done, I'll continue on with this Herceptin throughout the end of the year. But I did get a chance to stop by the American Cancer Society, and I had a talk with them, and it's a good place, and they have a lot of free materials for the people, like for women. If you can't afford different wigs and things, or they even have bras and prosthetics for the women who need them. Lots of community people get together and they make all kind of sweaters. They donate T-shirts, you know. And let me show you. So I did pick up, you know, a couple little things, you know, like I remember when I used to see, you know, different women wearing little hats like this. Can you see that? Isn't that cute? And well, I never really paid any attention. I didn't, you know why they were wearing them. You know, I thought it was just a style or something. But it's really, they're nice and comfortable. Okay, so on the days that you don't want to wear the wig, because from what I'm understanding is that the scalp might get kind of sensitive, and after shaving and everything, and you might not want to, you know, wear the wig, so you would want to wear and then they had these nice little handkerchief scarves. Can you see that? And they had them all in all different colors, you know. This one is trimmed in a little light blue. So, so there's lots of things out there that's going to help the women. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. That's the one thing that I want to, you know, to reiterate to you and get into your spirit. You are not alone. You would be shocked at how many women are going through this very same thing, you know. And so just reach out. Don't be afraid to talk about this stuff. It's not something that you should be ashamed of. It's not your fault. It's not anything that you do that's causing it. Cancer is just something from the devil. And, you know, we know that it is. And so, but God is good. He's in control. And as long as we let Him lead and guide us in this battle, we got this. So what I wanted to do, it's not going to be the best, but I'm going to, as soon as I find my pick, try and sing you a little song just to show you that how I feel about God being in control of this thing, you know. I have no choice, but that's my master, you know, that's my maker. And I know that I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And that's the name of this song, is I Can Do All Things. And like I say, I'm a little weak, you know, but it's okay. I'm going to just give you a little taste. Okay. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. 'Cause greater is He, greater within me than he that's within the world. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Yeah. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. You see, I've been up, I've been down, I've been level to the ground. I've been rich, I've been poor, I've seen my love walk out the door. But that's alright, 'cause I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Yeah, 'cause greater is he, greater is he, greater is he than he that's within the world. Yes, and we know that, don't we? We know that greater is he that's within me, greater is he that's within you, than that thing that's out there in the world. Okay? So I thank you all for coming on this journey with me. And like I said, if you have any questions or anything, you could go to E.L. Johnson at live.com and communicate with me. I'm going to stretch out now and take me a nap because, like I say, this medicine just has you going. Like right now, I don't know if I'm high or low or, well, I'm just all over the place, okay? So I've got to get myself ready for my next transfusion, in a few more days. But I will be back with you. I will not leave you all hanging. I will definitely be back, if not tomorrow, real soon, to let you know the next step in my journey. Pray for me. I love you.